Hi there. I hope you're having a really good day in your little corner of the world. I'm having a good day in my little corner of the world. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've been practicing for several years now, for about 7 or 8 years, and that's meditation. And I'm just going to talk about my general thoughts on meditation, my experiences with meditation, just how it's affected me in my life. And yeah, it's just a talk. And I'm going to preface this by saying that I'm not trying to promulgate any ideas or assert that one technique is better than another. I'm just merely talking about my own experiences. And ultimately, these videos are for me to look back, watch back, and then see how my thought processes work. But if you resonate with it, and it helps you, I'm very happy for that. And I hope it does help you, because we all need techniques to get by in this world. But anyway, I've been meditating for 7 or 8 years, on and off. I've quit, I've come back to it, I've quit, I've come back to it. But recently I have come back to it, and I've been meditating for a few months now. And I see how it's helped me and helped me feel less anxious. But, and this is not me trying to toot my own horn, I've always felt pretty zen in my waking life, in my own walking life, you can say. My waking and walking life, I've always felt pretty chill. I really don't overthink. Or when I do overthink, I overthink for a little while and then I zone out. I just leave it be. And I guess I'm a professional zoner out in my waking life. And by zoning out, I don't mean you go inside your head and you start thinking up thoughts or making up scenarios in your head. I do that sometimes, but by zoning out for me, I mean like I'm not identified with my thoughts or with the situations or experiences that are happening around me in my environment. I pretty much just accept things for what they are and I just am. And so meditation has deepened that ability for me to really zone out. And I think I'm stretching the meaning of zoning out. But like I said, by zoning out, I mean not really attaching myself to my thoughts and just being. And so the practice of meditation has deepened that. And I find that in my waking life, I am constantly in a state of meditation and in a state of zen, in a state of acceptance. Of course, I do have moments of overthinking. I have moments of insecurity. I have moments of where I really identify with the drama of my life. And yes, I do. But I have noticed that I also have the ability to just be, to just sit somewhere, maybe out in a park, out somewhere out in the sticks, in my room, in a park bench. I could just sit and just be. Yes, I can overthink, and yes, I can go into all of the drama of my life and be like, oh my God, my life is so dramatic, right? I can go into that. And I do. But I've also noticed that I can zone out from all of it. I can detach from it to a certain extent and just be. And the practice of meditation has allowed me to deepen those moments, deepen those states of being with what is. Now, if you're thinking about meditating, or you're thinking about coming back to it, or you're skeptical about it, I will say that science has proven that meditation does have its benefits. For example, it increases your gray matter, and your gray matter is responsible for regulating your emotions and for your memories. And it also promotes the production of serotonin and dopamine. Meditating, not the gray matter, although I'm sure it has something to do with the chemicals that are released in our brain. But meditating has shown to promote the production of dopamine and serotonin. As you may or may not know, dopamine is the pleasure chemical, the quick, sparky pleasure chemical, and serotonin is the long-lasting, feel-good bonding chemical. Our oxytocin is also another important chemical, but we're not going to get into it. Oxytocin is the bonding chemical. Serotonin is the long-lasting satisfaction chemical that you feel like when you feel satisfied, when you feel content. Serotonin is responsible for that. So if you want to get into the sciencey world of it, there is research that proves that meditation has its benefits. And I have a lot of issues with the New Agey and the spiritual community because there are a lot of scams going on. A lot of self-righteous cons are out there thinking that, oh, they're enlightened and they influence hundreds of people, thousands of people, and profit off of their insecurities and profit off of their traumas, you know. And so I have a really big problem with the New Age and the spiritual community. And meditation is a big part of that cult-ish community, right? It's a big part of that world. And I never really wanted to identify with that New Agey, culty, spiritually community because I felt like there was a lot of hubris in that community where people think that they're enlightened and they know better than everybody else, but really doesn't matter if you're a New Agey follower or an atheist. We all don't know why the fuck we're here, and we all have our theories, but we don't really know if those theories are true or not, you know. Maybe one theory is closer to the truth than the other, but really we're walking around in the dark here, you know. And so anyway, so the reason, what I'm trying to say is that New Agey community was one of the reasons why I stopped meditating, because if you would go on YouTube and you would type in guided meditation, it would bring you connect with your spirit guides, you know, in the middle of a meditation, connect with your spirit guides, or connect with this and connect with that. And I'm not saying that spirit guides or gnomes or other dimensions are not real. If you want to know my personal beliefs, I don't know, maybe that's true, maybe that's not true, but I can't say that it's not true for sure. But I do believe that in order for you to really believe in something, you have to experience that for yourself. And for the people that have maybe experienced spirit guides in their lives, I'm not discrediting their experiences, But I haven't experienced that in my life, or a powerful spirit guide connection. And so I don't, whenever I listen to a meditation or I hear people talk about spirit guides or little gnomes talking to gnomes and things like that, in this normal reality. I'm not talking about taking substances. That's a different story. But in this dimension, so to speak, I haven't really experienced those strong visions. And so when people talk about their spirit guides or talk about this and that, I can't relate. So it's not that I'm discrediting what they're saying, I just really can't relate to what they're saying. And so I didn't relate with what a lot of the New Agey community had to say, because it's not only a lot of self-righteous behavior, it's also higher than thou, arrogant behavior. And that really bothered me. And so that's why I kind of quit meditation. And then I started meditating again on my own with no guided meditations of any sort. And I went back to it because I had read the science and I had read the research on the benefits of meditation. And so I started to meditate again for practical reasons, because it helped me feel more at ease. But really, in my personal experience, since, and I like to call myself a professional zoner out, or a professional person who can zone out, because I can do that in my waking state, and I've explained earlier that by zoning out, I mean just detaching from my thoughts and just being, and I don't have to be closing my eyes or be in a meditative position to do that. I just am in that meditative state, you could say meditative zoning out state. And the reason why I went back to it, when I quit meditation, I didn't really see a difference besides the intensity, how deep I can be present with the moment. But I do meditate now because I enjoy those deep encounters with the moment. And this may all sound a bit hogwash, and these are just my experiences, and in the end, it's what's helped me. And yeah, I just feel like it's helped me, and so I hope it helps you, and I hope you don't discard meditation because of the New Agey communities, but you look back into meditating not for spiritual reasons, but for practical reasons, So, yeah, those are just my thoughts on meditation. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a great life. Peace and love. Bye.